When I moved to Montreal, I only had 21 days of funds. That's all I had. I bought a one-way ticket, moved to the dorms, and basically had to figure out my way to make it work. I had no plan B. This was it. My back was against the wall. Imagine that. Only money for 21 days. And to be honest, it was one of the most surreal experiences because I literally did not procrastinate. Nothing. Fucking nothing. So within 21 days, or let's say a month, I found 2 part-time jobs. One was at TriStar cleaning the gym or setting it up for the next day. And the other was working in a restaurant, back at the restaurant, putting chicken on the fucking stick. And that's basically what I did. Found anything, because as an in-person coach during COVID, right after COVID, there is no in-person coaching. It does not exist. So I had to start from scratch. I made it work because I trusted myself. I believed in myself. And I had I used my workouts to build the confidence within me. And I just knew around me, I'm like, fuck, I can figure this out, bro. I'm fine. Even if worst case scenario, I just move back. But I did not stop training. That's the most important thing. I did not stop training. Because the training is what gives me confidence. It's not that, I don't have time to train. I use my training to make me feel good, put me in a better state, to build my confidence up. A lot of the people out here in the world, in the corporate world especially with families, whatever the excuse may be, is like, I don't have time to train. When I'm in a better financial position, or I have time, I'm gonna start training. But then they lose the confidence. They don't realize that the whole time they were just scared to train to begin with. They didn't have the coaching. They didn't want to get the coaching. They tried in the past. They didn't want to reflect in terms of what's really holding them back. Why am I bringing this story up? Because recently I put my back against the wall again. Now I quit my part-time job putting chicken on the stick. This is recently. Did I have the money to do it? No. I was basically hanging on, lingering with about 10 hours a week. I said, fuck it, I don't need this. I'll just figure it out. I basically looked at my job that I do at TriStar. I clean the gym inside out. And I was like, fuck, man, if I put this much heart into cleaning a gym, I fucking had so much passion, so much heart into cleaning. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Because I had the mindset is like, the gym is my home. If the gym is clean, the mind is clean. If the mind is clean, everyone's performing better. If everyone's performing better, the whole room gets better. Everyone's happy, everyone's performing better, and everyone's leveling up at the same time. That was my mindset. That has always been my mindset. So I just approached that gym by just putting a little bit of growth every single time. A little bit. A fucking little bit. It could be just that one corner is a bit more messier than usual. I'm going to make it a bit more tidier. That mirror is a bit more dirtier than usual. I'm going to make it a bit more dirtier. How can I clean this gym faster? This boxing ring, it takes me about 10 minutes to clean. Let me do it in 5 minutes. I did that every single fucking time. But the one thing I did not do was I got comfortable with my own business. In terms of the marketing, the design, which I had to do. I had to do my website, I had to do my thumbnails. But I've been saying that 1,000 times to all my fucking clients. They're like, yo, Sam, when are you going to fucking do it? I've been saying all the time. But my back is against the wall now. A lot of you guys are fucking... Listen, when I quit my fucking part-time job, I was not in a financial position to quit. I was nervous. But I did go into a weird, dark place for about a day or two. Because I was after I quit my part-time job, I was just relaxing for like, oh yeah, let me just relax, comfortable. And my mind went dark. All those thoughts and my insecurities of me being an adult child, never growing up, started kicking in. I'm that irresponsible one. Now I'm into financial debt. I wasn't really financially in a position to quit my job. People always have a bunch of savings and then quit your job. I quit my job knowing that I had the skill set to find the clients, to find the fun to get me going to the next level. And now literally it's like as if God was fucking telling me to put my back against the wall. I did it. And a lot of that risk had to do with my neck recovery. It's funny how like things turn out. My mind was always telling me, just taper down the training a little bit, bro. Just taper it down a little bit. Do your training, just slow it down a bit. Doesn't mean you don't stop, because the training is what gives you confidence. Just taper your nutrition, use that to build the confidence, and then go through your day. And I did that. I tapered down my training. I stopped rolling as hard in BJJ. I still strength trained, but I didn't go as hard. I did a little bit later in the day, but I still do in the morning more often than not. And my neck has recovered so much. And once my neck recovers so much, like my confidence in terms of coaching went up in terms of doing all the risks that I needed to do. Because I felt that was a limitation. I always told myself, let me get this done. And I did. I'm fucking proud of myself. I'm really proud, because now I'm going to visit my parents recently. And one of my biggest fears is like, shit, imagine telling your parents, hey, yo, you know that vacation time I took off? Yeah, like, can't go. What do you mean you can't go? Yeah, I don't have the funds. I don't have the funds. I thought you said you're fine. You're good. Yeah, guess what? I guess I mismatched that. And I'm in a position to basically be fine. After visiting the corporate world and going to the soup with my friend, if you go on my Instagram, I have a picture of me and a friend of mine going to visit a corporation. I realized how short I was aiming. I was comfortable. But I had the confidence to put my back against the wall because I said, finding clients in the gym where you have the reputation of being a strong motherfucker, a lean motherfucker. You're that guy in the gym who's strong. I'm not saying that like it's a braggadocious kind of thing. It's just that's the thing that people always say all the time. They're overwhelmed. They're like, oh, but this guy's fucking strong. Oh, this guy's cardio is off the roof in terms of his strength. And I know when I look around, I'm like, why the fuck? Like, I'm barely ever really stressed, and I do get stressed. My mind does go dark. So in that time where I was procrastinating after I quit my job, my mind went fucking dark. And I've learned this from my experience. All internal negative states is a notification that we need to level the fuck up. We don't get negative thoughts for no fucking reason. If you can self-aware deep enough, it's always repetitive. It's always happening for a fucking reason. If you can go deep enough, you have the answer. So I had the answer. I'm like, why am I procrastinating? So I started cleaning the dishes inside out, like properly. And that was the day I didn't work out in the morning. I did it later in the afternoon. I did wake up early, but I didn't do my morning workout. I went dark. That's a beautiful thing about flow state, but doing something physically demanding and tap into a growth state, it does really put your mind into a really positive place. So I was trying to clean the dishes. I was getting rid of the negativities. Everything I was doing in my house was perfect. Cleaning the house was perfect. Preparing for the next day was perfect. But every time I was like half an hour to an hour, I was like cringing in terms of the thought of who I was becoming, in the worst way, in a negative way. Painful. But I just kept, every time I went there, I just keep going, like putting more effort in the work, and the negative thoughts went away. That's why I learned growing as a human being just takes away all negativity. So by doing a workout, physically, martial arts as a whole, and being lean and strong, man, the confidence is just like, it's a whole different thing. And that's also when I also realized I was undercharging myself as a trainer, as a coach. I was being way too generous, undercharging, over-servicing, and it's not a good position to be in. Because then you realize when you, if you charge, for example, a client $50 per hour, guess what's going to fucking happen? Every word of your mouth that comes out that's worth fucking thousands of dollars that can change people's lives is only worth $50 per hour. And if they spend more money on drinking, guess what? Then there's no value to it. No value to macro, no value to the workout program, no value to the cues that you give them. It means nothing. But there's a rare few that it means a lot to them because they're willing to go all in into the stuff you're teaching. And those are 1 out of every 100 people. They're rare. And those are like I believe everyone is in that position at a certain time, but not a lot of people are willing to like reflect on their pain point. And everyone goes through that surge moment of like working out. So for any of those people who are 1 out of every 100, I'm willing to help them out for free. No problem. Because me by helping them for 5 minutes, it means millions of minutes to them in terms of the amount of time they save. I'll be extremely generous from that standpoint because I want to see people win. Because when I see people win, they're just like me. That they're walking through that path which has created a positive energy for me, and it gives me a sense of fulfillment. And when I know when I die, and God asks me, "What did you do?" He knows. We know. So in terms of undercharging clients, that's one big mistake I fucking did. Big mistake. There was this one time I went downtown. You can say I was partying or celebrating, but I wasn't really partying. It's long story short. I like listening to house music as an active recovery session. I like dancing because it's an art of movement. And as an art of movement, as a martial arts or fight or whatever you want to call it, footwork wins fights. And by fluid and being able to relax is a form of tool. It's a skill set. So I use my active recovery sessions or listening to house music as a time to kind of level up. It's a different, weird, creative way of doing things. In other words, I found a way to celebrate while not sabotaging myself. So I was in the club. I came to the gym. I came to the place where I listened to my house music or techno, deep house, whatever, tech house music that I always listen to. Walking, I was vibing because I just did a workout at fucking I woke up at midnight, did my workout at 2 a.m. I got there by 3-ish. The guy looks at me, he's just like, "Bro, you look like you just came out of a fucking workout." And I did. Because I was radiating with energy, and I fucking knew because I biked there with a 1-speed bicycle. I fucking knew I was radiating with energy. I spoke to him. He was from the States. I realized he was a big guy. Probably pretty well off. Does a lot of world trading, so he makes coin. But that wasn't the point. He was only in Montreal for a short period of time, and I decided to help him out. I said, just come by my gym, on me. Again, me being generous. Don't worry about it. Come by, I'll take a look at you, and I'll just assess your knee. His knee was fucked up. And like anybody, I just do a bodyweight squat, and in a second, people just know I know my shit. So I was basically sitting down, crouching down in the bodyweight squat, and the guy's like, fuck, how the fuck do you do that? So yeah, let me see your knee. So I brought him to my gym. It's more of a corporate gym. In the gym I train, the martial arts gym I train, Imperial Fitness. I assessed him, and he just gave me cash up front. He gave me, dude, I'm just reflecting in terms of myself, because I need to know this for myself. Like, dude, you're so professional, the way you're operating, you give so much detail, you put your heart into it. And he's like, just, this is what I'm going to give you. And he said it like it was like he should give me more. He gave me $100 bill USD, so it's about $115. And I just realized that's the amount of heart, if I put in, that's the minimum I should be charging. So I reflected. I'm like, man, if you clean the gym like that much, if you wake up this hard, you should be put like. And this all happened when I healed my neck. I listened to my heart. I slowed things down. Still went through the process, so did everything I needed to do. There was a bit of chaos. I did get comfortable. Fucking proud of myself. So I know I'm good. I know I'm fine. Sometimes you just gotta pull the plug, put your back against the wall. And I know a lot of you guys are again struggling. Maybe you hate your part-time job. You want to exit the so-called matrix of society. I'm happy I'm in the gym I'm at, because we're dealing with a lot of weird motherfuckers who do work. It's like, who the fuck trains at noon? Who's got a job that trains at noon? Do you get what I'm saying? So that's good. That's good. So if you're struggling out there, I'm gonna say this 1,000 times. Sometimes you need to put your back against the wall. Sometimes you need to take a bigger risk. I'm speaking also in terms of myself. If you know you put your heart in certain things, it can be transferred to other things too. So, remember, I didn't have the funds to quit, but I just knew for a fact I do have a sales background. I am strong. I know my shit. I'm in a right gym with a lot of fighters who want to get stronger. Why the fuck can I figure it out? Pull the plug, back against the wall. I'll fucking figure this shit out. I know I can, and I'm at peace, because I don't have a safety net. It's gonna fuck as it sounds, and it's just the steps, because I know deep down inside I'll be fine. I got my workouts, I got my meals. I don't need much. I can live in a budget. I can survive, and I like talking to people about working out and fitness. So, bit of reflection post in terms of where I'm at right now. Neck is feeling good. I'm in a position where I'm basically, the only part-time job really I have is cleaning TriStar, but that to me, I'm going to even volunteer to do that. I'm going to ask down the road when I quit if I can volunteer just to clean it, because they give me access to use the gym out of just, you can see having a good reputation, just me making a deal with them as me as an employee. The deal was, if I clean the gym, if I can use the gym during the weekends or during hours when it's closed, I said, yeah. It's a good fucking deal, because where I'm at, there's no gym that's open. So if you guys are like, well, you're lucky. Well, fuck you. Let's see you clean the gym. Let's see you wake up at fucking 2:30 a.m. to get the gym at 3 to clean the gym. None of you guys would. You guys say you would. You won't. Because I know the majority of people message me, why do you wake up so early? Anyways, and I know my part-time jobs that I've done, and me opening up about them it's gonna take a lot of excuses to a lot of people, because who the fuck's gonna wake up 2:30 a.m.? Who the fuck cleans a gym, moves to a city, cleans a gym, and works in the back of the kitchen, putting chicken on a stick, starting from scratch? You can never say I'm in a position to like financially set. My parents didn't help me. They were against this idea. They love me. Their intentions are great. I love them to death. Oh, both of them. Actually, one of my biggest fears is if I don't grow up fast enough for them. So, I'm good. Lots of love, people. Just a bit of a reflection post. Just stay strong. I just don't want people to go through a shitty ass summer, when in reality, a lot of people, like, just eating clean and doing the work can get you through out of so much fucking negative situations. A lot. I mean, I've lost count. Relationships, you hate your fucking job, you're in a shitty financial situation, you're miserable, you're depressed, you're even sick. Sometimes a good workout can fucking snap you out of stuff. And let's get real. Every time I'm having a good work, my relationship with other people is better. Always. I've never been vibing high, and then, you know what? Hey, you know what? My relationship with that person is worse. Come on, man. Shit. So if you're struggling with relationships, probably work out. If you're depressed, you should probably work out. If you want to get off your medication, you should try working out. If you want to get into a relationship with other people, you should probably work out. If you want to be in a better relationship with other people, you should probably work out. Come on, this is just easy shit. Come on, I guarantee that a lot of people who don't work are like, working out is not the solution for everything. Guess what? It makes everything better. Even not having a good job, even being in debt, even looking for a... Listen, one more thing I want to mention too. I said this 1,000 times. I'm 33 going to 34. I'm in a position where cleaning a gym and putting chicken on a stick would make any parents in my position freak out. I know I'm fine because they can't see the other side of the spectrum. They don't realize, they think I'm moving backwards because they know I went from a good job to moving backwards. But I'm fucking great. I've taken all the right risks. I'm in a far better place mentally, physically. Not my physical peak I've ever been, but here, yeah. And other avenues of stuff. But I'm gonna level up with my neck for sure. And I don't have anything into my name, nothing. And if you're rejecting girls on dates, which I have, I just want you to think about it for a second. A lot of you guys would just like, you guys have the money, you have everything. Maybe the car, everything. And you want to get the girl. You're trying to impress the girl. I have nothing other than just me and how I conduct myself. And I'm rejecting dates. Multiple, not just one. Females are asking me out. I'm not trying to brag, I'm just trying to give you a perspective of things. And I'm a shy guy, growing up, so just some perspective. Anyways, lots of love.